Oh, good morning, Vietnam. If you're watching from the United States, don't make me ask. Don't make me ask. If you're watching from the US, you know what to do. Mhm. Còn nếu mà ai đang xem từ Việt Nam nhá, give me a 2. Oh, I like this music. It's relaxing, huh? Okay, I see lots of ones. Hello, chị Minh Châu. And then, of course, all my usual friends. We got Jim, we got Phát. Đây Hạnh nè, chị Minh Châu nè. And Tinny or Tiny? Tiny. Tinny. Okay, music is going away. Okay, very good. All right, everybody. Có bao giờ quý vị quá trời bận rộn mà mình không có plan cái gì đó, nhớ mình không có cái gì mà mình bắt buộc phải làm, and then trời ơi, nó sướng dễ sợ luôn á. So we didn't have anything that we had to do, and that is the best. That is the best. So last week I went in and I did a voiceover, another voiceover. So for làm quảng cáo đó, so I did a voiceover for a casino. And they said, you have any plans for the weekend? And I said, no, I don't. And the guy just said, oh, you're so lucky. See, khi mà mình bận rộn đó là nó như vậy. Mình không có gì plan là mình thích lắm á. That's a luxury not to have anything planned. Ooh, it was wonderful. And so thank you, everyone. Okay, we got someone from Alabama. Very good. Today, I got a couple things to tell you. A lot of people reach out to me because they see the program on YouTube, and some people, they've only seen it on Facebook, okay? And then some là bạn bè giới thiệu. So it's wonderful. And then not too long ago, I did a show up in San Jose, and I met with Anh Trúc Hậu ở trên đó. Does everyone know who Anh Trúc Hậu is? Everybody? Anybody? From Asia Entertainment? Do you remember Anh Trúc Hậu? In fact, he is like, I think of him like family. Là tại vì a lot of people know about me through my work on Asia Entertainment, phải không? Say, go MC. So not everyone can see me on the news when they live in other states, when they live in other countries. So a lot of people know me from Asia. And Anh Trúc Hậu hỏi thăm, and you know what I'm doing now. And I said, well, I'm really educating people on finances. And I said, anh biết không, người Việt mình rất là giỏi luôn. Trời ơi, chịu khó đi làm để dành tiền. Nhưng mà I'm so surprised là ít người biết đầu tư. Hoặc là khi mà họ đầu tư, they really don't think of everything at the full picture. Sometimes người ta đầu tư, người ta, like they do one thing. Right? Hoặc là khi mà mình nói về retirement, they chỉ biết là, tôi có 401k. Nhưng mà they don't know là 401k chỉ là một cái option thôi. Mà cái option này là hơi hồi xưa rồi đó. Nếu mà mình so sánh với những cái option available now, 401k là nó xưa rồi, not only that. Nhưng mà cái luật nó thay đổi rồi. Mình mà tiếp tục bỏ tiền vào 401k, nó không có lợi bằng những cái program khác. And so I told him, I said, even though là em retire rồi, nhưng mà sau khi mà em bắt đầu em nói chuyện, and I said, so many people don't know. So he said to me, so let's do a show and educate the people, because he thinks it's very useful. So I said, okay. So you will be able to see it on SBTN wherever you live. SBTN có luôn cái app, so you can watch it on your phone. They have it on YouTube. They have it on DirecTV. Everywhere, right? Nhưng mà the only one thing is I have to do it in like 99% 99% Vietnamese. Nên nên cái đó hơi khó đó. Bởi vậy dạo này Leyna rất là bận luôn. So I have to get ready to do that. So nếu quý vị mà rảnh ha, so try to find the show and support me nhá. Only one thing, I think I told this story before. Quý vị biết hồi trước mà Leyna làm MC cho Asia đó, là phải học bài dữ lắm, là tại vì my Vietnamese was not good. Mà cái Vietnamese mà mình xài trên sân khấu nó khác nữa. It's not like nói chuyện, right? Trên sân khấu là khác. Mà cái script á, thì hồi xưa là anh Nam Lộc viết. Oh my, and he's a master. Nhưng mà I don't understand what I'm saying. So I used to be very nervous about that. Rồi lên sân khấu, nói nhưng mà mình không biết là mình đang nói cái gì. Mình biết sơ sơ cái meaning thôi nhưng mà mình không hiểu từng chữ. Which is why nếu mà mình đọc không có rõ, không có kỹ đó, cái dấu nó complete, because I don't know it. Mà hồi đó mình trẻ nữa, so when you nhỏ tuổi đó, you're very sensitive, phải không? Thì some people they loved it, and then some people họ chê, họ nói là trời ơi, lên chương trình Việt Nam mà nói tiếng Việt không được mà, you know, whatever. Right? So tính là không có làm nữa. And then I talked to anh Trúc Hầu and he says, no, là tại vì we are moving forward to bilingual. Okay? Anh Trúc Hầu, he saw this a long time ago. He nói là em cứ làm đi. Tại vì đó, thế hệ sau này, their Vietnamese is not good either. Nên mình phải từ từ, mình phải bilingual anyway. Nên em cứ làm đi. So I did a few more. Thì người Việt mình thì quý vị biết rồi, right? Nhưng mà for the most part, everyone was very, very supportive. Mà nhờ họ supportive, Leyna mới tiếp tục chịu khó, tiếp tục học tiếng Việt, right? So I'm a little nervous là bây giờ mình nói về tài chánh. Tài chánh nhiều cái từ, quý vị biết không, mình translate, mình dịch không có nổi luôn á. Mà sometimes mình dịch mà nó too direct. Nó thành dâu duyên, nó không make sense gì hết trơn á, phải không? So I'm just gonna try. And lucky là như vậy nè. Lucky là bây giờ mình già đầu rồi nên họ chê mình cũng không có care. Right? So I just do my best. I do my best. Nếu mà ai mà nghe mà hiểu mà if they see nó useful, mình có thể mình áp dụng trong cuộc sống của mình á. Nó có lợi trong đó. Oh, awesome. Còn không thôi. Right? Right. Okay. So that's starting next week. Nên cả tuần này là Leyna phải, mà I have to do everything myself. Là soạn bài và làm luôn những cái graphic và everything. So tuần tới là vào studio là ngồi xuống là bắt đầu là nói thôi. So I've been very, very busy. Nên cái chương trình hôm nay I didn't do a lot. But because I miss you and I don't like missing my live streams. Okay. So thank you everyone. Yes, what time on October 4th? Thì bây giờ đó, let me see if I can, where is, cái chương trình nó sẽ repeat 1, 2, 3 times a week. Let me see if I can, no, that's not it. 3 times a week, and it will be, I will have to show you. Tại vì Leyna không biết là, giờ PST. Bây giờ Cali nha. Okay, giờ Cali. So everyone, write this down. Write this down. I would love to have your support. Như vậy, chương trình bắt đầu ngày 4 tháng 10 nè. Thứ Tư và thứ Năm hàng tuần nha. Trời ơi, 2 ngày luôn hả? Ok, thứ Tư là 10 giờ sáng và 5 giờ rưỡi chiều. And then thứ Năm là 12 giờ rưỡi trưa. Okay. So did you get that? Thứ Tư, thứ Năm, Wednesday, Thursday. On Wednesdays, 10 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. And then on Thursdays at 12:30 p.m. That's all Pacific. Giờ Cali đó. So I would love your support. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. Okay? Yep. Wednesdays, 10 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. And then Thursdays, 12:30 p.m. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. Rồi. You know what else? Look. You look at my skin. Okay, look at my skin. I am wearing concealer. Concealer là cái mà dưới này để khi mà mình bị the lines, you put it under here. And powder. Chứ không có wear foundation. So just powder. Powder, concealer, powder, and then blush. And I'm very happy with my skin. Okay. This video is for educational purposes only and is not meant to be taken as specific tax, legal, or investment advice. Let's take a look at some retirement statistics. And I want you to ask yourself, is this you? Okay? Trong này có quý vị không? Nha. 4 in 5 people lack the financial planning basics to be secure in retirement. 4 out of 5 people. How many people we've got watching now? 4 out of 5 people lack the financial planning basics. Như vậy là khi mà lo về tài chính, cái basic thôi. Nhưng mà 4 cho 5 người không có hiểu được cái basic thôi. Okay? For secure retirement. That's pretty bad. And that's why I'm doing the show. That's why I'm doing the show. Okay. 15% of Americans have no retirement savings at all. Does this surprise you? Are you surprised at this or are you not surprised? 15% of Americans have no retirement savings at all. How can that be? So I don't know là người ta đi làm and then they just think Social Security is going to take care of them. They're wrong. Oh my gosh, they're so wrong. If you think Social Security is what's going to take care of you in retirement, you are wrong. Okay? That's planning to fail right there. You need more. 22% of people in the U.S. have less than $5,000 saved for retirement. In English, I would say shocking. That's shocking. 22% of people in the United States have less than $5,000 saved for retirement. What, are you going to retire for a month? $5,000? It's amazing. Now take a look at this. $1.9 million is what the average person feels they need for retirement. See, 1.9 million, that's almost $2 million. Now, how many of you read that and said, I don't need that much? How many of you read that and said, I don't need that much? Do not underestimate how much money you will actually need in retirement. And the reason why people underestimate is because they have no idea how to figure in taxes and how to figure in inflation. But not just those two things, because one big thing that people do not account for, medical costs. Medical costs. Okay? So if everything is perfect, you have to still figure in taxes and inflation to see if you have enough. 1.9 million is what the average person feels they need. That's a lot of money. Okay? Was it this morning? This morning, was it this morning? Nhiều lúc mình bận rộn quá, mình không có nhớ là mình mới meeting sáng nay hay là hôm qua. But, you know, I talked to someone who they were very confident that they were going to be well, you know, in retirement. $500,000 currently in a 401k. That actually sounds pretty good, right? No, not right. Because you have to figure in that that's not all yours. You did not figure in taxes. You did not figure in what happens if the government raises taxes. Oh, they would never do that. Would they do? Would they really do that? Would the government really raise taxes on us? Well, you'd better hope they don't. But if all you're doing is hoping when it comes to retirement planning, again, you're planning to fail. You will fail. If all you're doing is hoping, you're done. Okay, next. 46% of people think they'll still have debt when they retire. That's nearly half. Think they'll still have debt when they retire. That, to me, that is also shocking. I have to come up with another word because that word doesn't do it anymore. 46% of people think they'll still have debt when they retire. Well, they better do something, because why? Then they're on fixed income in retirement. I bet they didn't even think yet what would happen if they got sick. And they have debt. I talk to a lot of people who right now, okay, they're still young, they make good money, they spend like crazy. They're going to regret it. They think right now they're just invincible, right? It is not a never-ending, it's not like, if you turn the faucet on and you just leave it on forever, at some point it's gonna run out. Okay. 48% of people believe they can't save for retirement because they don't have enough money. If you are one of these people, get that thought out of your head. I talk to a lot of people who are making more than the average American. Their income is more than the average American. And yet when I talk to them about saving for retirement, they say they don't have enough money to save. And I said, you don't have enough money because you're not saving. Anyone who thinks they don't have enough money to save, that thought alone is going to help you fail. Okay? Because guess what? Like when you go out and you buy yourself a $5 latte, and you have to have it, but you can't save any money for retirement, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's not smart. It is not smart. So, when you retire and you don't have enough money to live on, and you have to depend on your children, don't blame the government. Don't blame anyone else. Okay? Everyone can save. Everyone can save. If my 14-year-old can save, 15, my 15-year-old can save, you can save. Okay, you know the value of money. You know how hard you have to work to earn your money. Why the heck can't you save it? 67% of people between the ages of 50 and 74 don't have a formal retirement plan. Okay, I have another word. That's crazy. That is crazy. Crazy, right? Okay. If you think that right now, because you're going to work and each month you let them take whatever out of your paycheck for a 401k, if you think that's enough, wrong. You are so wrong. That was a phone call. Did you guys hear that? Okay. So that's why, regardless of how old you are right now, you can do something. And then I want you to pass it along to your children. Okay. Anyone who has kids, you know, right? That you live for your kids. You work hard for your kids. Like their success is your success. Like you want them happy. That makes you happy. So set them up for success. Teach your children to save. And the best way to do that is by example. You can't be yelling at your kids if you're not being responsible. Well, right? Oh my gosh, if everyone listening right, just dedicate a little bit more money to your savings and then don't touch it. Okay? Let it grow. Oh, that's the other thing. Let it grow. So when I say save, I don't mean giữ ở nhà dưới cái nệm. Okay? That's not saving. I've talked to 2 people lately who have cash in a safety deposit box. It's crazy. Who watching right now has a safety deposit box? Does anyone use those anymore? Let me see a yes if you have a safety deposit box. Có không? I think I got rid of mine. In fact, I think I got rid of mine right after I retired. So about 5 years ago. Does anyone have a safety deposit box right now? And then if you do, are you doing crazy things like keeping cash in it? Or like a bunch of gold bars? When you sign paperwork for a safety deposit box, you probably didn't read it. You're not supposed to keep those things in there. So if somehow your gold disappeared, if you had 20 bars and now you've only got 18, if somehow those things went missing, it's not covered. You know that, right? So I asked the lady, tại sao chị để tiền mặt trong cái safety deposit box? I asked her tại sao chị không có để trong cái account trong nhà băng. And I asked, is it because là họ không có muốn khai đó? Họ không có muốn là có cái... And they said no. They said là họ nghĩ bỏ trong cái safety deposit box nó an toàn hơn. And I said, chị, no. That is wrong. Khi mà quý vị để tiền trong tài khoản trong nhà băng đó, nếu mà cái gì xảy ra, ok? Mình không có mất cái tiền đó được because it's insured. Có bảo hiểm nha. Bảo hiểm sẽ bao $250,000 per account holder per account. Còn như nếu quý vị để vàng, để tiền mặt trong cái safety deposit box, mà có chuyện gì mà cho cái nhà băng đó nó go under, hoặc là có lửa cháy hay là whatever, cái tiền của mình trong cái account safe. Những cái đồ trong cái safety deposit box, not safe. Not safe. So don't do that, okay? Back to this. Can you believe 67% of people? 50 to 74. Okay? 50 to 74 là những cái tuổi mà this time frame is so important. What do you mean you don't have a formal retirement plan? they mean this. They don't really understand it. They don't know what to do, so they don't do anything at all. And that is not an excuse. Okay, find someone who knows. Ask questions. Okay? So a lot of people, cái gì họ không có thích, họ không có hiểu, okay? They ignore it. And guess what? Ignoring it doesn't make it go away, it makes it worse. Everyone knows that. Ignoring it makes it worse. And then tự nhiên, 10 năm đã qua rồi. Wow. So sometimes when I talk to people and I show them what I do with my money, how I'm earning compounded interest and I'm not paying tax on it, okay? The smart people say this. Okay, how do I start? How do I do that? Còn những người mà họ không có biết suy nghĩ á, they say this. Trời ơi, khi đó biết bây giờ. What do you mean? You're still alive, right? You've got time. Save. It doesn't make sense. If you don't understand it, get educated. Go to someone you trust. Have them help you. Chứ không thôi mai mốt, quý vị lớn tuổi, mình không có đủ tiền xài. Rồi mình trở thành gánh nặng cho con cái. And that's if you're healthy. Còn khi đó mà mình bệnh, that's a whole different story. Khi đó nhiều lúc con cái nó mất nhà của nó luôn. Okay? Nó thương cha mẹ, nó phải get rid of the house so they can pay your medical bills. It's happened many, many times. Yeah. 57% of retired workers rely on Social Security. Whew. If you're watching and you're kind of young, don't count on it. Do not count on Social Security. No. Mm-mm. Okay? Social Security đó, mình đừng cứ nghĩ that is your retirement plan. That is not your retirement plan. It should not be. If it is, you're in trouble. If it is, you better hurry up and call me so we can figure it out. So, phần đông đó, okay, most of you watching right now, if you continue to do exactly what you're doing now for retirement, you won't have enough money. Yep. Như vậy, nếu quý vị đang đi làm và đang đóng vào cái 401k, đừng có nghĩ that is enough. Okay? Rồi có những cái trường hợp như vậy nè. Okay, người Việt mình qua đây mấy chục năm nè, phải không? Là hồi trước toàn là đi làm hãng không à? Okay? Sau này mới có là business owner này kia. Nhưng mà hồi trước toàn là đi làm hãng thôi. Okay? Nhưng mà tại vì người Việt mình rất là giỏi. Okay? Họ thành, oh my gosh, họ thành kỹ sư, họ làm cho những cái hãng lớn thiệt lớn. And they make money. And then they what? Oh, save. Oh, I can save in a 401k. Max out. Every single year for the past 40 years, max out. Nhưng mà không ai giải thích cho họ biết. Họ max out cái tiền 401k. Trời ơi, lúc đó bây giờ tính đi. Okay? Cái tiền thuế bây giờ sao mình biết mà, phải không? Sau này, họ lấy ra họ phải đóng thuế quá nhiều luôn. Wow, quá nhiều luôn. And then what happens? Họ sợ. Họ nói tôi đâu có cái tiền đó đâu mà bây giờ tôi không lấy. So they left their money in a 401k. Quý vị biết sao không? Họ bị phạt 50%. Okay, you want to go crazy? Let me tell you what's going to make you go crazy. Để giành được 2 triệu đồng trong cái 401k, đến tuổi, có cái luật nói là mình bắt buộc phải lấy ra. Nhưng mà nó không làm cho mình đâu nha. Chính phủ nó không có tính cái số đó cho mình. You have to figure it out. You are responsible for figuring out your RMD, required minimum distribution. You have to figure it out. And if you don't know how to figure it out, call me. I will help you figure it out. Nhưng mà it's your responsibility to then, một là mình phải figure out, rồi sau đó quý vị biết sao không? Mình phải làm giấy tờ để mình lấy cái tiền đó ra, mình rút ra. And you know what else? Nó không lấy thuế khi mà quý vị lấy tiền ra đâu. Cuối năm đóng thuế. Người Việt mình đâu có biết. It's awful. So don't let that happen to you. And nếu mà, if you watching now mà mình có cha mẹ lớn tuổi đó, you better look and check for them. Yeah? Đến 73 tuổi, bắt buộc phải lấy ra. Cái tiền trong cái 401k và IRA, những cái tax deferred plan như vậy, bắt buộc phải lấy ra. Nhưng mà người ta bị phạt nhiều quá, họ mất tiền nhiều quá, bây giờ chính phủ Mỹ phải đổi luật nữa. So starting this year, nó phạt mình 25% thôi. That's awful. Okay. Thủy, email me please. Email me. Okay? The email's right on the screen. It's amazing. Sometimes I get so many messages. How do I contact you? Email me. What's your email address? It's on the screen. Leyna Nguyen at vợngmai.com. Okay? Rồi, let's go back to here. Wow, 57% relying on Social Security. Oh, by the way, if you're saving money in your 401k and you also get Social Security, guess what? Taxes. Social Security. Yep. Mình nghĩ là cái tiền Social Security, you know, 2.000 mấy, or 2.000 whatever, sau này là tiền của mình đó hả? No. Thuế. Everything is thuế, quý vị ơi. Okay. This is what most people don't think about. $315,000 after taxes is what a 65-year-old couple may need to cover health care in retirement. $315,000. Okay? When you get older, your healthcare costs will go up, and not everything is covered by Medicare. And if you need care at home, if you have to go into a facility, if you have to go into a nursing home, that is cash money. Cash money. Okay? Tiền túi. So you have to figure a way to account for that. Dude, you have your retirement, you think you're doing great, đổ bệnh cái, your retirement savings is gone. Yep, I see it. Most people have about $97,000 saved for retirement, which is awful. Awful. We need to save a lot more than that. And then here's the other thing. I know I say it all the time. You have to remember you owe taxes. Okay? And then, bây giờ quý vị thử hỏi đi nha. Wow, your employer matches your 401k? Oh, wow, sao nó tốt vậy? Isn't that incredible? How generous of them. Cái 401k nó lợi cho người employer. Okay? Nó lợi cho người employer. Nếu không, thì mắc mớ gì mà mình bỏ tiền đó nó cho mình tiền. Nó không có cho đâu, okay? Cái tiền nó match cho mình á, là nó trừ thuế. So, they take a deduction. Well, someone's got to pay for taxes. Who do you think that will be? Who do you think that will be? You. Okay. If you need help with this stuff, please email me, because what I do when I talk to people, it is eye-opening. Mình tính ra everything, and there's stuff that you have not learned how to tính yet. quý vị sẽ ô rất là nhiều tiền thuế luôn đó. Bây giờ maybe cái tax bracket của mình 24%. Okay, let's say you're paying about 24-25% about right now. Right? And then quý vị đang là max out cái 401k tại vì sao? Mình không có thích trả thuế. Mình làm vậy để là kêu là trừ thuế. It's not trừ thuế. That's called hoãn thuế. Hoãn thuế là tax deferred. Deferred, that means you have to pay it later. Bây giờ mình biết cái tax bracket của mình. Mai mốt chính phủ Mỹ mà nó tăng thuế là mai mốt quý vị lấy tiền ra. Khi đó nếu mà quý vị, cái tax bracket quý vị 30%, 40%, that's what you have to pay. Và mình bỏ tiền vào cái 401k, nó lên xuống với thị trường thì ai cũng biết như vậy rồi. Nếu mà you're lucky, mà you make a lot of money, guess what? It's all taxed as ordinary income. Lấy ra là phải trả income tax. Thì nếu khi đó mà quý vị có một cái kế hoạch, mình cứ là lãnh tiền lương đi, mình trả thuế bây giờ. Mình biết cái tax bracket của mình bây giờ là 20 mấy % đó. Bây giờ mỗi tháng cứ lấy cái tiền lương đó thêm 1.000 mấy or whatever trả cái thuế đi. Rồi mình bỏ vào một cái kế hoạch, mình vẫn là thị trường lên, mình lên với thị trường. Mình được cái interest đó. Nhưng thị trường sụp mình không lo. Mỗi năm mình earn được tiền lời, mình lock in. Không có đi lui được. Okay? Thị trường sụp thì mấy người mà đang 401k thì họ điên luôn phải không? Like last year, 40% they lost. Mình không care. Mình không đi lui được. Rồi bên cạnh đó mình có thêm tiền tử, tiền bệnh. Mình lấy tiền bảo hiểm. Và sau này quý vị lấy tiền mặt ra mình không đóng thuế. Right? And if someone said to you they have a program in which you could invest, earn compounded interest, not risk your money, meaning if the market crashes, you're not going backwards. You're going to lock in your gains every year. We're going to also throw in life insurance. We're all going to throw in death benefit and sickness protection. And all the money that you make in there, when you take it out, you're not going to have to pay anyone taxes. Okay? So if someone said there was a program like that, would you not say, sign me up? And it's there. It's in the tax code. It's written in the tax code. All you need is for someone to know what they're doing and who will do it right. So just like everything, just like a CPA or a lawyer or a doctor, they all have their licenses. Yeah, but there are good ones and there are bad ones. Right? Hello, Ed. Ed is my friend. I love how I meet people because so Ed here is a pilot for JetBlue. And I flew from New York back to Los Angeles a few years ago. And I met Ed. And so now he's become a friend. Hey, Ed, what's your retirement looking like? Make sure you know. Okay. So if you have a program like that available, why wouldn't you take care of it? Think. Like people don't realize, what is 401k? They say, oh, that's a retirement plan. Actually, you know what it is? It's a tax code. 401k is a tax code that allows you to defer your taxes. It made sense like 30 years ago when taxes were very, very high. It doesn't make that much sense now if that's the only way you're saving for retirement. So you have to understand that as the economy changes, as the market changes, and as laws change, you have to change your strategy. We cannot be using the same strategy we used 35 years ago. It doesn't make sense. So now you've been warned. Now I've warned you that you will have to pay income tax when you take out that money at the current rate. And if you think that the government is not going to raise income tax, then I have a bridge I can sell you. Okay, so these are the things we have to think about. Okay, Joy, back to this. What is this? 1,544 was the average monthly Social Security benefit as of 2020. 1,544. And by the way, that's not like the full amount you get. You know that, right? Can anyone live on 1,544 a month? Remember inflation too. You have to save a lot of money. And then men have $61,000 more in retirement savings on average than women. Not the women I talk to after I'm done with them. I love it. I would say about maybe 90% of my clients are females, are women. Many of them have never looked at their 401k. Many of them didn't even know how much the money they had in the bank. Okay? And it is so incredible to talk to them and make them feel like, hey, it's like you've got control over this. You don't need to depend on someone else to do it for you. Take control. Okay? I mean, Ed, you take control too. I got nothing against men. I'm just saying that I love talking to women and getting them active. Okay? More than half the workforce plans to work through retirement. More than half the workforce plans to work through retirement. I hear this all the time. Dennis Douglas, do you do the same service as a financial advisor? Yes. Yep. Here's the beauty of it, Dennis. Normally, when most people go to someone who can offer them life insurance, that's about all they can offer them. That and annuities. That's it. And so, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if that's the only thing that you need. But Denny and we're all able to help you with anything and everything. So if it's life insurance, if it's an annuity, if it's stocks, mutual funds, bonds, I-bonds, treasury, all that stuff, we can help you with that. 401k rollovers, IRAs, Roth conversion. There's a bunch of other stuff. Like my husband talks about these, what does he call them? T-bill ladders or whatever, a majig. But that's his specialty. So we both bring our own areas of expertise to help someone, because you can't just do one thing. You can't. To be responsible, when people talk about diversifying, you think it's, I'm going to invest in both technology and blah, blah, blah. No. You have to diversify in tax status. So if all of your stuff is taxable, that's not diversified. Okay. Now you're talking. Now you're talking my language. You need to diversify the tax status of your investments. How many of you right now are actually investing tax-free? What? I bet you didn't know about it. I bet your accountant doesn't know about it. Or I bet you if your accountant knows about it, he can't do it for you. Okay? So, it's out there. Tax code 7702. Look it up. Look it up. It's been around. How come you didn't hear about it? How come you don't know about it? Okay? Tax code 7702. gone tax code 401 section K, you know about that, right? You know about that. But do you? Not really. Not really. Do you want to retire by 65? It takes a lot more planning than you might think. If all you're doing right now is stashing a little money away from each paycheck in your 401k, that is not enough. So next time, this is what I want to talk about. I started and I didn't have time. I love this stuff. It's so interesting to me. Okay, where do you fall? Are you the silent generation or the trads, the traditionalists, right? They call this generation a bunch of different things. And then baby boomers. I'm not a baby boomer. Okay, I'm Gen X. Gen X. And then you've got your millennials or Gen Y, and then you've got your Gen Zs. Oh, aren't they so cute? Oh, aren't you guys cute? Oh, that's a typo. It's 1996. So these different generations have different characteristics. How they view work, how they view life, what's important to them, how they view leadership, how they work. To me, I love it. It's like anthropology, right? Learning about different classes of people and just, so we'll dig more into this at another time. So it's not just age, but it's your life philosophy that also affects your investments. Okay? Some people invest, all they care about is money. If I'm going to make money, I don't care what it is. Just make me some money. And then some people invest with like purpose. Like it's got to feel good to them. They've got to agree with it, you know? So all of these things matter and make a difference. And of course, you're also talking about age and time. All of these things matter, and we must look at it. Now, for everyone out there who has a 401k, does anyone know how much they're paying in fees? No. It is amazing to me how many people know nothing about their 401k, but they're okay just letting them take the money out each month. You don't know anything about it. Most people don't even know how much is being taken out of their paycheck a month. Most people don't know how it's being invested. Why? Because they just let whoever do it. They don't look at it. They're just saving. They just put the money away. I ask people about the fees. You know what they tell me? Oh, there are no fees. And I said, oh, yes, there are. No. There are no fees. Not only are there fees, but the fees can be very high, and you don't know about it because you're not paying attention. So you're paying fees, and then you have to pay taxes when you take it out. And then if you don't know anything about investing, what happens to the 401k when you retire? What are you going to do with it? Don't leave it with the old employer. Okay? And then don't just roll it out into an IRA that no one's paying attention to. No, So there are several options you have. If you're about to retire, you should look at them so you know what you're going to do. And then, we can help you with that 401k. This is what I'm helping some people do. You don't want to just leave it with your old employer. You want to roll it out. Okay? And when you roll it out into another qualified plan, you don't owe taxes yet. And when people do the math with me and they see how much they're going to owe in taxes, guess what? Then they're like, oh, okay, how do we fix this? So now I'm helping some people slowly take out their distributions. They're not going to wait until 73, because if they wait till 73, the required minimum distribution is going to be big. I've talked to many people whose income will be more in retirement than right now. On one hand, oh, that's awesome. That's great. You've saved a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of money in your 401k. But now they're owing so much in taxes. They didn't count on it. Okay? It's a problem. It's a problem. Joy, I don't, are we done down here? Oh, I think we're done down here, but I wanted to share this with you. Okay? So many people không có hiểu một chút gì về cái 401k đó. Like nothing at all luôn. Mình chỉ là để cho nó lấy tiền ra. Một tháng bao nhiêu cũng không có biết chính xác. Đang invest cách nào cũng không biết. Okay? Mai mốt thuế má sao? Không biết luôn. This is what you have to pay attention to. So, this is from NerdWallet. Okay, some retirement statistics for 2023. Okay. The average employee contribution is 7.4%. Okay. I would say for Vietnamese, it's a lot higher than that. Why? Because they're great savers. Because that's how we roll. We're great savers. The average employer contribution is 4.5%. Okay. Look at that. You got a lot of choices, y'all. A lot of choices for investment choices. So depending on the company and where you are, the average annual 401k return is 4.9%. Huh. Wait a second. Average fees. Okay. Are you guys paying attention to this? Hello. Average 401k fees. 0.2 to 5%. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't. Okay, so on the low end, 0.2. On the high end, that's not even the high end. I mean, to me, that's way, way high end. 5%. So the larger the plan, the lower the fees. Most people tell me, I'm not paying any fees. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So now you know. So one piece of advice that seems to work quite well for most people is that if your employer is matching, okay, mình đóng vào 401k mà sợ làm nó match mình á, then you should. Just understand they're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They get a tax deduction and you must pay the tax. And you're paying more than just on the amount they gave you. You are paying taxes on the value at the rate when you take it out. Okay? If you missed my video on the history of federal income tax, you should watch it because I think it's important and it's eye-opening. Like, did you know? Like, we here in the US at one point, taxes 94%. Like, what? And then for a good chunk from the 50s, 60s, 70s, income tax never fell below 70%. We're talking about the high end. That's why they created the 401k. Right? People were hurting. So you can't be doing now what you did in 1983. You just can't. So unless you are using a phone from 1983 and you're completely happy, you have to update your plan. And if you're smart about it, do it today. If you're smart about it, you can start earning compound interest. You can protect your family, and you can do it tax-free. Okay? Tax-free. So I will take tax-free any day. any day. And again, people say, oh, I've never heard of this before. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. Are you sure? Is this real? It sounds like a scam. I did not work 30 years to build up my name and reputation to sell you a scam life insurance policy. That's not in the cards. That's not my intention. Okay? I've always wanted to help people. This is legit. It is legal. It's actually the smart thing to do. So people who like really know what to do with their money have more than one policy. And they're going to reap the benefits later on. Okay? So don't feel it's too late. Don't feel you don't have enough money. Like if you can only save $300 a month. I mean, if you're older and you can only save $300 a month, shame on you. Shame on you. But it's better than nothing. So do it. It's better than nothing. Okay, so there's my email address on the screen right there. Okay, don't ask me. Don't. Hey, how do I get in contact with you? Oh, email me. How do I email you? It's on the screen. You're fired. You're already fired. Okay. I hope you found that useful. Like, if I can help like 2 people, now one person's okay too. But if just like 2 of you watching right now, I hope like a light bulb goes off and you're like, holy moly. 1, either I'm not going to have enough money to retire, or 2, I'm going to owe a lot of taxes. Okay? Contact me so we can do the math and do what's best for you, or you're going to regret it. Before you know it, another 5 years gone by. Before you know it, 10 years goes by. And then, okay, then it might be too late. Okie dokie, everybody. Joy. Yes, please hit the like button. Jim, thank you for reminding us. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed. Remember, starting next week on SBTN TV, check out the app or wherever you watch it. Maybe you watch it on DirecTV. And show some support. I'm gonna try to speak it. My camera's drunk. I'm gonna try to speak all in Vietnamese, mostly in Vietnamese. Okay, let's get that funky music. I really like that. Should I do that or should I? No, I'm gonna try the funky music because yeah. Oh, I like it. Nice. So I went to the grocery store today. Bought my dad some light beer. You know, the Vietnamese người lớn, they just nghĩ là uống bia để tiêu whatever when they eat. This music makes me want to pour myself a little bourbon. Bourbon. All I need is just a little bit. Just a little bit. But that's what this music makes me want to have a little bourbon. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found the information useful. Like, I want to know that I passed along information that's going to change your life. It's going to change your future. It has the power to. Now it's up to you. Okay? Okay, everybody. Mwah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Fad. If you need help, my email's right there. We'll see you Thursday. We'll see you again next Monday. And then on SBTN. I'm so nervous. Okay. Bye.